Going into the future, we're going to have 100 million new people in this country net by 2050. That's 100 million people that are going to want to get someplace. And as a country, we've got to figure out a way to move people as efficiently and effectively as possible. Our proposal is a 4-year proposal, multi-year, funded by pro-growth business tax reform. And by the way, our eyes and ears and minds are open to what Congress has to say in terms of proposals. We're interested in something that works and that we can get done, but that puts us on a path of predictability and sustainability. So,
because I think all of you in this room know that time is money, and the Secretary gets that. And again, we're going to try to work with him to make sure that that streamlining takes place. The elephant in the room is the funding. How do we get the funding? As I mentioned, Dave Camp came forward with a proposal in tax reform. The President had a similar approach, and his proposal out there. We certainly have to find it. And again, in this environment, we're not going to raise taxes. We're not going to raise the gas tax. And so we've got to find ways to come forward with that and utilize, again, all those things I talked about: public-private partnerships, technology, being smart about what we do, reducing regulatory rate burdens. And again, finding a revenue source without raising taxes, I think, are important.
And APTA has gotten us off to just the right start with your report on where the people stand. Now, if the people could vote, there is no doubt from your report how they would vote. The MAP 21 formula approach to buses proved such a dud. I can't believe anybody would go that route again. When you had that kind of failure, that will perhaps bring forward a set of new ideas. What we have is mass transit benefits have decreased by nearly 50%, while the benefit for parking increased. That was by $130, while the benefit for parking increased by roughly $250.
At 204 days, the bottom falls out. It's not just that the authorization expires. We don't have any money. That means you're going to start feeling that pinch from the federal government, Department of Transportation, this summer. Can you say losing a construction season? We haven't raised the gas tax in 21 years. Back then, gasoline was $1.08 a gallon. I think it is time for us to make our own reality in Washington, D.C., to give you the stable, consistent, predictable funding for at least 6 years that will enable you to meet this overwhelming need that our future depends upon.